during Christmas. I went to go visit my family, and I was trying to reminisce with them. But you ever have a lot of stuff happen to you when you were a kid make a lot more sense now that you're older? You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, that was going on. I know what was going on. It's making, oh my God, okay, anyway. So, I just found out that I grew up poor. I just found that out. Because when you're a kid, you don't really know you're poor. You're too young to understand what it is, you know? Like as a kid, you're like, oh, I guess going to bed hungry and cold is normal. Because you don't know anything. But looking back, being poor was kind of cool, you know? Like, oh my God, marshmallow sandwiches. Okay. Oatmeal for dinner? Hell yeah.
In this world that's gonna get to me. I changed my attitude, now I'm feeling.
Okay, so opened the New York Comedy Club in 1989 at 48th Street and 2nd, and moved to our current location right here at 24th and 2nd in 1994, and have been here ever since. And in the early 2000s, I opened up the Broadway Comedy Club, which is in Times Square to this day, at 53rd and 8th Avenue. And then about a year ago, the Greenwich Village Comedy Club. I also opened a New York Comedy Club briefly in Florida in the early 2000s in Boca Raton, which I no longer am involved in. As far as the milestones for each of those clubs, well, New York's always my first love. It was the first club I opened. Broadway was the first comedy club in Manhattan with multiple showrooms. It has 3 showrooms, and it features all sorts of different kinds of improv, sketch comedy. It also has stand-up comedy and music at the venue. And the Greenwich Village Comedy Club always allowed me to fulfill a dream of having a club downtown in the Greenwich Village area. I love McDougal Street. It's like the Bourbon Street of New York. Well, some of the famous performers that have come through the New York Comedy Club through the years have been Damon Wayans, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Jim Gaffigan, Brett Butler, Tracy Morgan, Kevin Hart, Lisa Lampanelli, Sarah Silverman. Some of the famous comics that have come through the Broadway Comedy Club have been Rosie O'Donnell, Kevin Spade, Shawn Wayans, Pauly Shore, Jackie Martling, and through the Greenwich Village Comedy Club, Judah Friedlander has been one of the really famous comedians, and Charlie Murphy. So we've had really a lot of great comics through the years come through all the clubs. Well, the differences in the 25 years that I've been in the business have been numerous. First of all, just in the way we select the comedians. Years ago, a comedian would have to send us a video, and we would have to actually sit through a process and watch it and get back to them, write a letter, or they'd call us back. Nowadays, it's a much simpler process. You know, people just send us an online video, watch it in a few seconds, know if someone's ready or not, and can email them back yes or no within seconds. So the process of finding comedians has become a lot quicker and a lot easier. The way we advertise is completely different. We do a lot of online advertising now as opposed to the early years where we did advertising through the Village Voice or various print media. So a lot has changed in the years since the opening of our first club.